Hey everybody, it's Siren Records Monterey. It is Fresh Catch Friday with Cass and Lorain, and Cass is here and I'm here, and we're ready to talk about a few of the new releases, which there are not many this week. There's actually, you know what you should know, is there's a new Black Keys album out today, for example, called Let's Rock, and recently Warner Brothers and Universal have both started using the same warehouse distributor, and it's causing a lot of problems where a lot of new releases are not making it on time. And I know that it's not just us suffering with this problem, like a lot of other places as well. So sometimes if you're rushing in to get something as a new release and it's not there, this is a real problem. And I think we should probably hashtag Warner Brothers and Universal in these little social media things, because they have got to sort this out. It's just not good. Anyway, this new Black Keys record is going to be 1995, and it should be here in a couple of days. But you know, it's just everything is taking longer, and they've got to sort it out. So that's what's going on, just so you know. And also, there's a Tom York out today, but not on vinyl yet. And that one, it's called Enema, I think.
Anima.
Anima. And it's going to be a double deluxe orange vinyl. It's not out till August 16th, so don't ask for it. You're not going to get it until August 16th. And it's going to clock in just under $70. It's a pricey one. So all that being said, we're going to start with picks of the week. As always, Cass kicks us off with his pick. So what do you got?
All right, so it's going to be a bit of a metal week for me. First of all, this is my pick of the week, Waste of Space Orchestra. The album's called Synthiosis. This is a bit of a supergroup containing members of Aranti Pazuzu and Dark Buddha Rising. Mostly an Aranti Pazuzu album. It's being titled as an Aranti Pazuzu album, but it's both of them. So this album started off as like a live performance. They did a Roadburn in 2018. Their labels recommended they just do like a combined performance instead of their own sets. And they built like I said, like a stage sort of set and like costumes and like a actual set of songs that were created just for that performance. And apparently it was such a riveting and incredible performance, they decided to record those songs in the studio with all the members. There's like 8 to 10 members or something all on stage doing a very insane psychedelic opus. And now that it's out, it's pretty incredible actually. It's probably my favorite metal album of the year so far. It's one of the best I've heard in a few years, actually. Just because the genre blending on here is definitely something I've never heard before. It's very space rock inspired, just like Aranti Pazuzu, but there's some elements of progressive rock, like King Crimson, in there as well, and some doom metal, some black metal, some sludge metal. It's all held together by the very interesting guitar work on here. There's not exactly riffs, it's very atmospheric. And like I said, just very trippy metal music here. It's definitely unlike anything you've ever heard if you're a metal fan. That's why I'm such a big fan of it. It's not very often these days you hear breath of fresh air in the metal community. So I was pretty excited about this. Finally came in. It's been out for like a month now, but we had to get it from England, so it took a little while. It's a little pricey as well, but it's a double orange vinyl, so I definitely recommend it. But it's like $45.95, so definitely got to have deep pockets, as Lorain would say, but please give it a chance. I don't think you'll regret it at all. I'll be picking it up, so yeah, check it out.
Okay. So yeah, that being the darker side, I have for you the lighter side of things. And you know, in light of the fact that it's the end of June, this is our last Fresh Catch in the month of June, and we thought we would close out Pride Month with featuring Kylie Minogue, Step Back in Time, the definitive collection. This is Pop Precision since 1987 on BMG. And Kylie's had a lot of compilations. I believe this is technically her 4th compilation that's been made widely available. Sorry. It's $27.95. It's on double mint colored vinyl, but you also get a download with this that's got 42 songs. There's only one new track on this, and it's called New York City. And you know, Kylie has been just an icon for, you know, well, she's been very embraced by the LGBT community, and she's a dance floor filler for sure. But you know, she just does what she does the best she doesn't deviate too much. There was a time where she kind of explored indie for a little bit, but it wasn't doing the same thing. So she kind of came up in the same time period as like when Madonna was really hitting it big, and Prince, and those were big influences on her because she was very young when she first started. So with that kind of well, what do you want to say, role models to go after? She's become the all-time best-selling Australian artist of all time, and she is just, she sold millions of records, and we don't know of her so much here in the States, well, apart from a certain, faction of people that listen to music do, but widely known. She's not really a household name over here, and I don't know why, because, she's just, she does what she does, and it really is, as the name implies, precision pop. So, okay, Step Back in Time is the album's opener, and it's like her first major, greatest, single. It's kind of what she's known for over here, and I want to say it was even featured in a film score or something like that, but I can't remember what. Anyway, that's the album opener. From there it just goes, and the thing that's different about this particular compilation is that it doesn't stick to like a formatted time period of songs that progress. It's all over the place, so you don't get locked into an era of certain songs and then maybe you're tempted to skip forward or skip backward if it wasn't something. Here you're just getting the mix through all over, and it's just introducing you. For like a new Kylie Minogue fan, it would be like a real sample of all kinds of stuff. So, but if you're a diehard and you got to own everything Kylie, you're still going to love this too, and that is some pretty mint colored vinyl there. Now, just so we're clear, what is for the month of June? It is Pride Month, and what is Pride Month all about? And it is a movement that celebrates diversity among the LBGT crowd. And it was sort of started with the riots in 1969 in Greenwich Village in Manhattan, the Stonewall Inn. And that was a very time period that was another thing where not such a proud moment in America where people are being persecuted for their preferences, their skin color, their background, all this kind of stuff. So these protests that started happening from that were pretty violent, and from there spawned great things that now Pride is a very much a beautiful celebration. It's a celebration of diversity. It's happy, it's peaceful, it's a way to just have people accepted for who they are. And that was what spawned it. So look it up. You should know these things. It's a good thing to know. And as a result, many Pride events are held during this month, and they recognize the impact that LGBT people have had on our lives and our world. So yay. Anyway, but Kylie is a good, she's an icon for this group. And $27.95 pick of the week. Yes.
Nice. And hopefully a lot of you might be going to Pride, the Pride Parade in San Francisco. I think that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be pretty cool.
Always, yes. And I think the biggest one is New York City, but you know what? They're all over the place, and that's good. And so it's a real fun day. So, okay, from there, we're going to move on. And you had a few more things that you wanted to kind of showcase, right?
Yes. I'd say after a day of listening to Kylie Minogue,
we have been. It's been like a
metal
dance party in there. So now you've got to bring the tone back to the other way. Okay, go ahead.
So, one of these is a new album, one's a reissues. This is the band Deathspell Omega. Their new album, The Furnaces of Palingenesia, whatever that is. Deathspell Omega, a French black metal act. They've been doing it for a very long time. I'd say this is something near their 10th album. This band's a little different than your average black metal affair. They're considered orthodox black metal, which is a phrase used to describe black metal bands that are very satanic. So basically like religiously satanic. So pretty dark stuff on here. But definitely very interesting. The lyrics are very philosophical, talking about metropolis-based themes sometimes, or just the idea of humankind and its relationship with the world, nature. Very philosophical lyrics, very different from your usual black metal lyrics that are just about, like I said, Satan. Like I said, they are very Satan themed, but more in a philosophical sense, I would say. And they've never really changed up their sound too much. Their brand of black metal is very avant-garde, very experimental. They might have some weird progressive rock guitar licks in there. It's not just straight blast beats with lo-fi production. They definitely do it very differently. So I respect that a lot, and they've been doing it a while, and a lot of their fans are saying this is one of their best in a while as well. I'd have to agree. So check it out. It's $28.95 on black vinyl. And now this is kind of the opposite of that as far as black metal goes. This is a band called Kraft. These are all reissues. This is one of my favorite black metal groups of all time. This first reissue, Fuck the Universe, great name for an album. One of my favorite black metal records. It's just a very consistent sort of throwback to Norwegian black metal. They're not a super old like 90s band. They started off in like 2000, I'd say. But they definitely, there's two different types of black metal fans these days. There's the bands that are kind of doing new things, like combining genres like bluegrass, industrial, and then there's the bands that are playing it true to the Norwegian black metal sound through bands like Dark Throne and Burzum and all that. And this is more on that old school sound. So I kind of like both, so whatever I'm in the mood for. But this is very inspired by Dark Throne, this band, but they definitely, their riffs, their vocals are so great, so just absolutely cold, icy, and destructive. I would say that even though they're not too unique, they're still really good, great songwriters. So check this out. This is Fuck the Universe, like I said. This is $34.95 double vinyl.
Woo.
Silver vinyl, so that's pretty cool.
Doesn't it say though too? There's like it's limited to like 500 copies.
That's right.
Worldwide.
Yeah, so this is pretty cool actually. I mean, they have a very consistent discography. So we also have Total Soul Rape. This one's called. Very edgy, very dark cover, very classic black metal cover. You could see they absolutely worship the Norwegian bands, but...
Well, isn't Norwegian black metal the definitive answer?
Yeah,
like everybody
it is.
takes from that anyway, so that's kind of how they learn it. They learn the
Exactly.
craft that way.
And there's some people that are like, if it's not true Norwegian, it's not good. It's a bunch of bullshit, but it's just what your taste
Says
lie in.
you.
But I like it all, and it's on white vinyl. So check that out. This one's only $22.95, and then we have Terror Propaganda. This is their second album. This one's limited to 400. This one's limited to 600. This one's 500. So these are very limited color vinyls. If you're a black metal enthusiast like me, you absolutely gotta pick all three of these up. They're all very essential.
All right.
And that's it.
Sweet.
Black Metal Week is over.
Okay. All right. Let's get through the stack then, shall we?
Yes.
Ooh.
Ouch, I just crunched
I know
my
one day there's going
finger.
to be like an incident.
It's all gonna take a
It
tumble.
is. It's going to be a bad thing. Okay, so for now we've got the Alarm Sigma. This is $19.95, and is that new? That's a reissue, yeah.
It's actually a new album, brand new album.
It's a brand
from
new
the Alarm.
album, really.
So pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. Shoot.
Yeah,
All right, I would have looked
either.
something up. What label is that on? What are they on now?
On, I don't know actually. It's not really saying. Maybe it's their own label.
Okay.
Self-released. I have
Well,
not seen a label.
brand new music from the Alarm. That's kind of interesting. Okay, $19.95, y'all. Okay, now we have Blink 182. Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. This is colored vinyl, $25.95. Now, does it say what color that vinyl is? Probably not. But...
Red.
Oh, it's
This is
red.
More of those color vinyl reissues they've been doing. I think this might be the last one. Hopefully.
Okay.
Keep busting these out.
Well, hey, I don't mind if they just keep on because it's good, All
Good
right.
stuff.
He is Legend, White Bat, $27.95. What's this all about?
I don't know actually. I was looking at this.
That's a nice artwork, and it's all embossed on there.
I
Yeah,
know,
so,
pretty
okay.
cool. Let us know if you know what that is.
Alrighty, here's a reissue. This is John Hyatt, Bring the Family. It just says colored vinyl, $25.95. I don't know what color that is.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't. It just says color.
Just says limited edition. Okay. John Hyatt is playing, and he sold out the Rio Theater in Santa Cruz. I think it's this weekend. So,
Santa Cruz,
yeah.
all right.
And also another John Hyatt, Slow Turning. This one also colored vinyl, $25.95, limited edition.
Excellent.
Okay, so you can pick up some John Hyatt. Billy Idol, Rebel Yell on colored vinyl, $22.95.
It's cool. Doesn't say the color, but you should definitely pick that up.
Yeah, that's a classic, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right, Jeremiah, Late Night the album, colored vinyl, 2 LPs, $27.95. What's this about? What is that?
He's just like an R&B.
Oh, Urban
Sort of
Legends.
rap
Okay,
singer.
okay. Sorry, Jeremy.
Some features: Migos, J. Cole,
Okay.
Idol,
Okay.
YG, some big hitters on here.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Jeremy. Okay. The late great B.B. King live at the Regal on yellow vinyl, $24.95.
Cool.
All right. I feel like we've seen that before.
I think it was supposed to be last week, but it didn't come in yet. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, and that's on yellow vinyl too.
Okay. Now we've got Leonard Skinner, pronounced Leonard Skinner, colored vinyl LP, $24.95. It's probably brown vinyl.
Cool. Cigarette brown.
Tobacco brown, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and now we've got Leonard Skinner's Second Helping, also colored vinyl, $25.95.
That one's purple.
Oh, well, good. Okay.
That fits.
John Martin Solid Air, light blue vinyl, $25.95.
Cool.
Okay.
That's a good one.
And Nico Chelsea Girl colored vinyl, $25.95. Also
Yeah,
a
this is
classic.
one
Yep.
of the best of these colored reissues, I'd say.
Let me see. What does that say? Color. You know what?
Color.
There's a tag on the back that says color. ... Nothing. So
Keep it a
maybe
mystery.
it's clear. I don't know.
Oh, this one's good too.
All right, Mike Oldfield, Tubular Bells. This is on gray vinyl,
Nice. Here's some really good ones.
$25.95. If that guy doesn't stop with that noise, I'll end him out there. So, okay. Now it's just, confuses all the whole flow of everything. All right, The Police, this is certifiable 3 LPs. Isn't this live? Yeah, live in Buenos Aires. Is this new stuff? Like the reunion stuff?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
It's
I
the
think got some
entire live show,
classics,
the
too.
Reunion World Tour. It's the entire live show on triple heavyweight vinyl. So
Featuring all
that
the hits, apparently.
$34.95 for that. Okay, which is like $10 a record if it's 3 pieces. That's
Really
not so
heavy.
bad. Okay. Oh, now we got some Iggy Pop. This is Zombie Birdhouse. Oh, that's a great record. No, it wasn't a big seller for Ig, but it's a great record. Orange vinyl, $23.95. Eat or Be Eaten, right?
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
too familiar with this one. Check that
Okay,
out.
and it's
Two
also
different colors.
available on green vinyl for $24. Why is the green $1 more than the orange?
Not sure.
Well,
A
okay.
little more limited, I guess.
Yeah, much harder to mix
Pick
the
your
green
poison
color.
there.
Okay. Now we've got Primus Anti-Pop colored vinyl. It just says $27.95, 2 LPs.
There's going to be a few Primuses here.
Yes, Miscellaneous Debris, also colored vinyl, $22.95.
Okay.
Rhinoplasty colored vinyl, 2 LPs, $24.95.
Nice.
Okay, and then Tales from the Punch Bowl, also colored vinyl. This is 2 LPs for $27.95.
Fortunately, none of their best work, but a few just solid
They're,
Primus albums.
they're all limited edition colored vinyl, so if you're a
Seize
Primus
Cheese.
purist. Oh, okay.
On yellow vinyl, that would have been
Well,
perfect.
that would not be blowing life at all,
Oh,
would
wow,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
Next
I wonder if the kind of resurgence in interest with the Claypool Inn and Delirium, if that's why well, no, because these were already limited editions out before that. We're just kind of getting the dregs of what's left.
Yeah, well,
So
I've definitely seen people start to talk about Primus a little more. Like some of my friends that like Claypool Lennon, they didn't even really listen to Primus. They just saw it had Lennon in it. So
yeah.
hopefully Primus gets some love these days.
Okay. And now you're on to REM Document.
This is really good.
Colored
too.
vinyl, yeah, it's a great record. $24.95. Early REM, you can't beat it.
I
It's
think
so
this is
good.
their first album, right?
No, it is
No?
not. Murmur is their first album.
Oh shoot, I'm not a.
See,
diehard
you would not
fan.
get the pie
I've
in
never
Trivial
heard of
Pursuits,
REM.
would you? No. Okay. And, you're lucky you have me on your team. Okay. And now Rye Spirit. We did listen to this morning. The $17.95. It's very sleepy, dreamy background music. I didn't really delve too deep into listening to lyrics or anything, but it's a very pleasant, very smooth, very mellow record. Okay.
Baby pink vinyl too.
Oh, is it?
Says on the sticker.
Nice. Okay.
Cool.
Now we've got the soundtrack to Oh Brother, Where Art Thou on colored vinyl. That's a great movie, and there was actually some really wonderful music that went along with this, so that's probably not a bad buy there.
Yeah,
2
definitely.
LPs, $27.95.
Would not have expected this to be one they do on that color pressing. So.
Oh, okay, so that's a
Cool.
colored one as well, huh?
Yeah, one's on blue. So.
Oh, duh, yeah, it says so right here. God.
Cool.
All right, now we got a reissue of this 30 Seconds to Mars Beautiful Lie. I believe that's on red colored vinyl for $25.95.
Shout out to Jared Leto.
Yeah, it's got like so many, the first half of that album is full of hits. The second, it sort of like goes off a little bit. I don't know if you watch any TV, if you see any commercials, but there's the weirdest commercial for, I believe it is, I want to say a Gucci perfume.
I think I have
That
seen
has
it with
him
in
and
it,
Lana
yeah.
Del Rey, and then
seen
they're sitting in this coffee shop, and Courtney Love comes over and pours him a cup of coffee. It's like all this bizarre stuff is happening, and it's just like, wow. Okay, so Good for Jared. Good for you. Yeah, okay, that one, $25.95. Now, and lastly, we've got George Thorogood's Greatest Hits on Colored Vinyl, 2 LPs, $39.95. Mr. Bad to the Bone there, if you want to pick that up, okay? So now these are just, there's a lot of reissues this week. As I said, we're really, hoping that Warner Brothers and Universal get it together with whatever distribution the warehouse they're using that is slowing everything down. They really have to get it sorted, and we're so sorry that, I'm sorry that a lot of times, things come a couple of days late, but, their information is just not coming through the way it used to. You used to be able to order from them, and the turnaround was 8 days later. You would absolutely get your stuff, and you knew what was happening, and now sometimes you get an email that's saying a confirmation. Sometimes you don't until it shows up. You don't know what. Anyway, fingers crossed these people figure it out. Apart from that, this weekend, I'm happy because I'm going to be going to see Jim James, the great Jim James, tomorrow in San Francisco at the Fillmore. And Cass is going to be standing by on speed dial with bail money because, I'm going to get arrested.
That's right.
So just be ready.
Look out, Jim.
Yep. So, yes, you've been warned. I'm super happy. That's going to be such a great show. I'm jumping out of my skin. I'm so excited. So.
Yeah. So the ones this weekend you're just going to, and then Chuck and everybody else, you're all going to the one next weekend.
Yeah,
right?
that one will be in Paso Robles, and that is with Claypool, Lennon Delirium. The one tonight is not. They are not at this show tonight at the Fillmore. They're going to be in Paso Robles. But anyway, so I've got like 2 weeks of happy times coming my way. What are you doing this weekend?
I think no shows for me.
Okay, so you're just standing by the phone waiting for my call.
Okay. Exactly. Help me.
One phone call. Okay, thanks for watching. We will see you guys next time, and hopefully there are going to be a lot of nice new releases next week. Oh, because of the holiday, I think Cass and I are going to shoot early, and we're going to do a Fresh Catch Wednesday, just so we can tell you what we've got at the time, because nobody's really going to be here on Friday to do anything. So we'll tell you what we've got by Wednesday, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah,
okay?
and if there's still tickets, Claypool, Lennon, Jim James, definitely get a ticket.
Yeah,
for that,
go.
Good.
But get out of my way. That's all I say. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye.